Greetings, friends. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas day. If you are a Social Security recipient, here is how much you will receive in 2024. The latest cost of living adjustment means that the average beneficiary will begin to see their monthly benefits increase in January. The bad news is that many will also see their payments cut because of Medicare. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of these new details. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter this week's giveaway, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Please make sure that you do stay tuned. I will be announcing the winners of yesterday's giveaway.
And thank you for Director Chopra for being here with us today. Let's talk about medical debt. The state of Texas has the highest rate of uninsured working age adults in the country, in part due to the state government and the governor that refuses to comply with federal law to expand Medicaid. Most of my constituency is severely under or unbanked and do not have the upfront capital to pay for healthcare costs, leaving many with medical debt. The ding on their credit report for medical debt, which is not an accurate measure, as you know, of credit risk, also means it's harder for them to access traditional sources for credit, like bank loans and credit cards. I was excited to learn of the proposal announced in September of this year by the CFPB that would address this issue head on. If this goes into effect, could you outline the steps for CFPB, the steps they would take to ensure their credit-worthy consumers are not unduly prevented from attaining credit or even a job simply because the debt they owe or the debt they owe from a loved one who has gotten sick?
Yeah, thanks for the question. I think really our lodestar on this has been the real challenges of accuracy. And again, I mentioned to your colleagues, it's not like a normal loan. And it's often a bill that is put on your credit report. And you mentioned uninsured, but a lot of the issues are even people with insurance. There's many parties. There's provider, there's facility, there's insurance company, there's patient, there's debt collector, there's credit reporting agency. And over many years, I think there's been consensus that there's extremely limited predictive value of this. And given the inaccuracies, you worry a lot that people, when they're applying for a job or credit, are just paying something that they don't owe. So the big credit reporting conglomerates, they have taken some steps, but we are looking about whether we might propose a rule to address it more directly. And we're currently collecting feedback from small entity representatives on that, and that will inform any proposed rule.
I can't agree with you more, and thank you for these steps you're taking. Also, as you know, in 2012, the CFPB implemented its remittances rule, requiring companies that offer remittances to provide consistent disclosure regarding the price of a transfer before consumers make payments. While the remittances rule created essential protections for millions of immigrants, service members, students, and others who send money to other countries, providers have found ways to get around it. According to consumer and immigration groups, U.S. consumer loses approximately $8.7 billion a year due to hidden fees, or they sometimes change it on their exchange rates and recover it in the other country. In June of 2023, you testified before this committee and recognized this issue, like with my colleague, Mr. Vargas, as stated in the past. He calls them junk fees, which I agree. And they've impacted our constituents who send remittances to their families abroad. The money earned by these hardworking people should not be lost to hidden fees or extra fees, but go to their families. So I ask, what is CFPB doing to protect consumers and ensure hidden fees aren't being folded into exchange markup rates?
According to top experts, tens of millions of older Americans will see a very modest increase in benefits this January. This is when a new cost of living adjustment is added to Social Security payments. The 3.2% raise is intended to help meet higher prices for food, fuel, other goods, and services. It is a smaller percentage than last year because consumer prices have somewhat eased, and the COLA is tied to the Consumer Price Index. Kathleen Romig, the Director of Social Security and Disability Policy at the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, says increased Medicare premiums will absorb a disproportionate share of the COLA for most people. Standard monthly premiums are rising by an estimated 6%, or approximately $9.90 a month. Individuals with higher incomes will pay even more because of income-related monthly adjustment amounts. Romig also told reporters, seniors and people with disabilities tend to spend a greater share of their incomes on health care, and medical prices are rising faster than overall inflation. The Social Security program pays roughly $1.4 trillion in benefits to more than 71 million Americans every year, including low-income individuals with disabilities. The short answer is that taxes fund the program. The government uses taxes from working people to pay benefits to individuals who have already retired, individuals who are disabled, the survivors of workers who have died, and dependents of beneficiaries. Social Security is financed by payroll taxes collected from workers and their employers. The maximum amount of earnings subject to Social Security payroll taxes was $160,200 for 2023. That is up from $147,000 in 2022. So while the money is used to pay people who are currently receiving benefits, any unused money goes to the trust fund to determine what amount of Social Security you will receive. The government calculates a percentage of your highest wages from your top 35 years of earning, factoring in when you choose to start receiving your benefits. Mark Hamrick, the senior economic analyst at Bankrate, has recently said seniors tend to spend more on medical care in general, including some out-of-pocket expenses like prescription drug costs that can be very significant. Millions of recipients will receive a 3.2% increase in their benefits in 2024, far less than this year's boost. The average recipient will see an increase of $54 per month, and this is according to our government. The maximum benefit for a retired worker who claims at full retirement age will go up to $3,822 per month in 2024. That is up from $3,627 per month in 2023. The average benefit for all retired workers will be $1,907 in 2024. Future problems with the fund have long been predicted, largely because of demographic shifts. As birth rates decline, fewer people become workers, which results in fewer payments of payroll taxes. Meanwhile, more baby boomers are retiring and collecting Social Security. The annual Social Security and Medicare Trustees Report, which was released in March, said the program's trust fund will be unable to pay full benefits starting in 2033. If the trust fund is depleted, the government will be able to pay only 77% of scheduled benefits. Americans feel like they need to make positive changes for their financial well-being. Nearly half of all Americans say they are likely to make and keep a resolution to manage their money better or save more in the coming year. Well, my beautiful and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dearest friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. The winners of Christmas Day's giveaway is Sherry Doremus and Rick J. 098RB. Congratulations, my dearest friends! To claim your gift cards, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or, my friends, you could message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.